Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. My name is Jim Amata, being joined by Doc Doherty and Declan Finnegan. We are here for our big debut at the Castle Factory. And man, are we getting things kicked off hot and heavy. The big fundamental, Zack Nystrom, makes his return to the APWF.
What a sold-out capacity crowd here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Jim, it's an honor. Declan, it's our first time here. Are you ready for what is the experience of Zack Nystrom, the big fundamental?
I cannot wait until this match starts. I cannot wait to see Zack Nystrom. He is a beast.
Wildwood, New Jersey, weighing 187 pounds, the poster boy, Jason Hendrix.
This young man, Jason Hendrix, coming out of the Stronghold Academy out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania, has already bridged out across the independent circuit. He's becoming a regular in Cleveland, Ohio, out through West Virginia into Kentucky. Jason Hendrix, a true pro wrestling prodigy, but he's going to have his problems with the big fundamental because Zack Nystrom is a true natural inside those ring ropes.
That's right, Hendrix taking on Nystrom. This is actually the first time, Jim, these guys have met. And the poster boy, Jason Hendrix, it's always a party. It's always a good time. Declan, why are you frowning?
Oh, I mean, come on. Everybody likes a feel-good story, no doubt. But just Zack Nystrom is absolutely so fierce. I'm afraid about what's going to happen with Jason Hendrix tonight, to be quite honest.
Certainly, to your point, Nystrom checks all the boxes: size, speed, agility, power. He is a true thoroughbred, and only about 4 or 5 years in this business. As good as Nystrom is right now, we are only scratching the surface. He has yet to enter the prime of his career.
You know, both of these individuals, Jim, you know, huge tag team wrestling, very adapted to both of them. Zack Nystrom, of course, with Elijah Dean being in money shot, tag team titles, multiple areas. Then you have the poster boy, Jason Hendrix, with Gorgeous Gregory, and those guys are tearing it up in the tag team divisions also. So that's gonna be cool to see these two kind of out their element. You know.
Excuse me, Doc. There's the bell. Our Johnstown debut underway here at the Castle. Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. We see Nystrom immediately using his height advantage to take control of the wrist lock here. Hendrix very ring savvy. We're going to see him try to work his way out, and he does.
Yes, he's getting a lot of work at the Control Your Narrative. That's right, in Cleveland, Ohio, and it is showing right there as he's just twisting the arm of Nystrom. Now Nystrom pulling the hair. The referee's already given him warnings. Then again, Nystrom, you know.
Doc, I have no idea what you're saying about him pulling the hair.
You didn't see that?
No, I mean, the vantage point that we have here is something that is less than ideal, but I think he saw something that I didn't see.
Can you see that? Again, Nystrom, not one to know that he's never going to take a shortcut that he won't like.
Jim, I got to ask you a question. What is it with people in that third chair of selective eyesight? I'll never understand it. But right now, Jason Hendrix on top of him, almost a Steiner recliner, but no, now it's a reverse chin lock, and he is just getting taken down. Short shot, Zachary Nystrom, I mean, you think about it, he has that strong style about himself, always knows how to hit you and hit you hard. But right now, the technical wrestling, I think it's throwing him off his game a little bit.
Hendrix quite literally trying to wrestle circles around Nystrom, and Nystrom again, that elementary but effective head walk going right back to the wrist lock. It's those fundamentals, those building blocks that Nystrom executes with such precision, and we're seeing a true physical chess match play out here as these two try to get the advantage early on.
You guys seem to be too excited about what's happening here. What I see is Nystrom hasn't even started yet. He hasn't even warmed up.
Turnabout fair play that time.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled his hair, you know. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But
Again,
hey,
Doc, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd say that you guys were getting distracted by the beauty of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, but even the people of Johnstown, Pennsylvania don't get distracted by the beauty of it.
Wow. Where'd you find this guy? Seriously.
He just followed me in. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, all right. You might be double parked across the street. Okay, so Jason Hendrix, you know, playing some mind games. You know,
I might have my own parking spot. What are you talking about?
You're
Oh
lucky
my
you have
God.
your own car.
I'm not going to go there as these two
Nystrom
go.
and Hendrix
Oh!
here, and you saw Hendrix get suckered in that time, excuse me.
Yeah, as he's right now, he is just palm striking the abs of the big fundamental Zack Nystrom off the ropes, and oh my goodness,
There we go.
straight power, and just drove Hendrix into the ground with that shoulder block up and over.
Hendrix here going to try to avoid the contact. Indy does. Deep arm drag that time.
My goodness, Ricky Steamboat-esque arm drags right there, and this crowd is getting behind the poster boy, Jason Hendrix. Oh, big clothesline in the corner, Jim. Did you see how much power he put into that one?
Hendrix is going to have to stick and move here.
Oh, and another one.
You heard the contact that time.
This crowd is electric here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and this is just the first match. Goes, wait a minute, look at the cat-like reflexes of Hendrix laying on that apron, blocks him. Oh, face first off that top turnbuckle.
And now you talk about the hair pull. I saw that hair pull. You see this hair pull. He's guiding him to the turnbuckle with his hair.
Oh, you're finally seeing hair be pulled here.
I just call it like it is.
Of course you do.
We're going to see Jason Hendrix going to take a home run swing here. Could be looking to put Nystrom away.
This is step up enziguri and a beauty.
Pinpoint precision.
My God, Jim, just the balance of Hendrix, just alone. I mean, this man right here, Brandon Kay, one of the top students in the Strong. He has to be proud of him.
But you look and see the showboating to the crowd. You look to see that's valuable time that's wasted.
Oh, wait a minute.
Nystrom put on the brakes.
Oh, he has a double underhook.
And what explosive offense from the big fundamental Zack Nystrom, making Hendrix pay immediately.
You know, Nystrom's not a stranger, man. Oh!
Zack Nystrom is a true young ring general in there, and you're seeing it play out point A to point B. Nystrom really stringing the offense together now.
Yeah, he definitely served his first plate of chops served here tonight at APWF, and courtesy of Jason Hendrix. Oh, wait, Hendrix blocks him, though. Big shot, couple right hands right there. He is just delivering it. Now he's just looking right in the eyes.
What do you think that poster looks like now, boys?
I don't think you can see a poster. I mean, my God. Nystrom, look at the size of this man. Look at the size of those hands. You know damn well his eyesight has to be almost permanently damaged right now as he gets set into the ropes. Uh-oh. There's only one way to go.
Nystrom letting gravity do the work here. Hooks that leg, and Hendrix forced the kick out.
Sidewalk slam and a beauty, Jim. You know, you were talking about him. It's like Zack Nystrom being a ring general. He is showing that here tonight. As right now, him and Hendrix are just going back and forth. This is quite the chess match.
As this match continues to go on, that has to favor Nystrom.
Cravat-style headlock brought Hendrix down to the canvas, and now again Nystrom showing what a pro he is, dictating the pace of this contest, stretching out that intercostal cartilage, not only inducing pain, but making it more difficult for Hendrix to breathe in this already very humid building.
Another thing too, Jim, he had both arms pinned back behind there for a second, and Hendrix had nowhere to go, but Hendrix was able to slip out of that, and again, locks both arms up right now, and he is just taking, like you said before, taking the air out of Jason Hendrix.
Nystrom is a technician. He knows exactly how to hurt his opponent. He knows exactly what to do to make it difficult for him to even breathe.
And right now, Hendrix trying to get out of this. Oh, wait, Nystrom misses that punch. Oh, big forearm right under the chin.
How much does the poster boy have left in the tank? He's taken some punishment the past several minutes.
Spinning back elbow and a beauty. My God. Hendrix is fired up here tonight. Can he get this crowd in Johnstown, Pennsylvania to fire him up? Oh, big splash. Oh. Now that was simply ravishing with that one right there. My goodness.
The poster boy going deep in the playbook here. He knows he's in there with a true professional, and this is the level of competition you're going to see here in the APWF.
Again, Hendrix continues to showboat. This is a waste of time.
To the top rope. Oh my God!
What power! What power!
Oh, what is this? Has him up.
What a transition!
Power slams, that could be it.
And forget about it. The big fundamental lives up to his name.
Zack Nystrom victorious here, and yeah, pulled a couple pages out of the Rule Breakers Handbook, but he definitely caught Jason Hendrix off guard there.
What rule was broken in that match in its entirety?
Let's think. Hair pulled, breaking the eyes.
I didn't see anything about that other than when the turnbuckle was hit.
Well, again, victorious to Zack Nystrom as he moves up the rankings here at APWF. What a match to kick off things live here tonight. Jim, well, here they come. And these guys are ready. I mean, what can you say about Paris Sahara? Very spiritual, the vibrance. You know, it's all about women empowerment. And Paris Sahara and Princess Amanda, you know, guiding Zeke Mercer to the light. Zeke Mercer, his resume speaks for itself.
I'll tell you what, fellas. You want to talk about girl power, Paris Sahara. She is a dynamic athlete with that new wave energy. She does it her way, and she does it damn well. The matriarchy led by that young lady in the middle there, Amanda Maslow, the business advisor who brings her clients the utmost opportunity. Zeke Mercer, they are a 6-year pro, and Paris and Zeke have made a tremendous team, and Miss Amanda has made them a tremendous trio.
You know, I can get behind female empowerment, but this new age stuff, enlightenment, I think you're going to get an enlightenment of an entirely different sort here in this match, and the matriarchy is going to find out really quickly.
Wait a minute. You've seen what these individuals can do in that ring, right? You've seen Zeke Mercer. I mean, he's been at this since he's 17 years old, for God's sakes. His first match was when he was 18.
Again, the enlightenment that's going to come to them is going to be eye-opening. Just watch.
His partner, weighing in 178 pounds, from Buffalo, New York, Darren Crow.
Great. Hey, Jim. Tyler Brooks is a troublemaker. Do you mind hiding me for a couple minutes? They're just making my life a living hell wherever they go.
Oh, Doc, you have no idea.
What are you laughing at?
You just wait, buddy.
Do you know something we don't, Deck? What's going on here?
I'm just saying, Doc has no idea what's coming to him.
Oh, boy. This is the first time these individuals have tagged. We got Tyler Brooks making his way into the ring along with Darren Crow. Darren Crow, a student of Vince Valor's and the late Anthony Gaines. We love you, kid. I miss you. But right now, these two are making their way to the ring, and they know they have their hands full, especially with the matriarchy.
The matriarchy have been tearing it up on IndyWrestling.us every week at 880 Wrestling for Thursday night fights. And it's great to see these ambitious young athletes on both teams here really break out and make a name for themselves, expanding their territory, Johnstown, Pennsylvania is in for a treat because you want youthful enthusiasm, that fire, that energy, and that adrenaline. That's what you're going to see in this tag matchup right here.
I will say this, Jim. Tyler Brooks, also a trainee, and not only just a part of the Troublemakers, but also a trainee of the great Glenn Spector. Glenn Spector, one of the most feared men of the squared circle. But as you can say, Tyler Brooks has become quite the powerhouse in the last couple of years, man. Look at the physique on this guy.
Yeah, Tyler Brooks, as you said, a student of Glenn Spector, originally out of the ICWA Wrestling Academy. Conversely, Paris Sahara, a student of 880 Wrestling.
And she's made such a long way, but right now she has her head. She has Tyler Brooks' head, and she's just crushing it as she now twists his arm. My goodness.
You'll notice, to go along with that new wave energy, Paris Sahara likes to generate offense from many different angles. She's very dynamic, very unorthodox inside the squared circle. And like this right here, look at the way that she's able to extricate herself and sends Tyler Brooks across the ring, and immediately Paris Sahara letting the APWF know she is a tremendous athlete. Big collision in the corner.
I mean, she's just so fluent as a bulldog. How's that taste? Tyler Brooks, 1.
Cover here.
Only a 2 count. Declan, you look a little bit shocked.
Well, I'm just surprised. Even though Tyler Brooks looks, like he's kind of inexperienced, but don't take anything away from that guy. He's much, much more savvy than you would think, and I'm just surprised to see him have the troubles that he's having right now. This is not the enlightenment that I had expected.
Yeah, double team action. And,
the matriarchy, not only are they on the same page, they're on the same sentence, reading the same word. Lateral press here. Zeke, they find just 2 that time.
I think Zeke Mercer and Paris Harris, they have such a gel together. I mean, Zeke being an MMA background, being that amateur wrestling, and right now he is just taking it to Tyler Brooks. But wait a minute, Tyler Brooks now
Waistlock.
taking a page out of Mercer's book here. Zeke goes by the moniker No Mercy, and we've seen that numerous times, Jim. No mercy on his opponents.
Yeah, they have an amateur background from their high school days, which, as you said, wasn't that long ago because of how early they began in this sport. Smart wrestling here. That's where you win the matchup, on the canvas.
That's right, and I will give Darren Crow credit. He was ready to get in there and break up that 3 count. But the referee's going to definitely have to keep his head on a swivel, especially with what Tyler Brooks and Darren Crow have been known to do in their matches. And oh, wait a minute!
And there's that power you talked about. Tyler Brooks, about a 2-year pro, has spent the past 2 years adding a lot of lean muscle to his frame, and you see how it comes into play during the course of this contest.
That's right. I mean, if you think about trained by Glenn Spector, death comes lifting, and we're seeing that here as the referee's back's turned, and we definitely see some Glenn Spector there.
Well, and this is kind of what I had expected from the beginning. Glenn Spector and his trilogy is just something that it cannot be understated.
But now Crow, that's right, taking it to Zeke Mercer. He has him in the corner there. And I mean, Smart Tag Team Wrestling, they were keeping him in the opposite corner. And oh my God, I heard that chop from here.
Crow trying to rough up Zeke Mercer.
Oh my goodness. And now Crow just pounding away on Zeke Mercer. Now another one. That chop took him off his feet. My God.
I think that's where you're going to see this match change completely. Now that these individuals have taken a little bit of control, you'll see the ring generals that they are. You'll see them cut off the ring in half. You'll see everything that they can do to take advantage of Zeke.
I think Crow needs to visit the concession stand. He looks a little hungry, trying to snack on the forehead of Zeke Mercer.
Yeah, he just bit the living hell out of Zeke. My God. What is Crow is sadistic. I mean, good Lord, this guy is just dark. That's all there is to it. Double clothesline and a beauty.
Cover here, 2.5.
Only a 2 count.
We've seen the matriarchy, excuse me, Doc, the matriarchy are definitely very technically sound, but we're seeing when it comes to the tooth and nail, the fisticuffs, Brooks and Crow certainly have the advantage here. We're seeing 2 diametrically opposed strategies.
Well, there's not a move that Tyler Brooks can't get out of. can't counter in some way, and that's going to be the problem for Zeke.
And he is now choking Zeke on that second rope. Referee, and you do have the count. I hate to say this, you have to the count of 5. Damn it, the referee's back's turning, and here comes Crow.
He's just trying to tell Tyler Brooks that he was so impressed with what he had seen.
Princess Amanda.
What are you reading lips over there or what?
I'm sorry?
Are you reading lips? That's the question.
Of course.
Reading lips.
2.5.
Oh my goodness! I think you got the reading lips from the Tony Kincaid School of Commentary.
Do the Troublemakers have you on the take or something? You on the payroll here?
Look, I respect greatness.
Look out here. Doesn't bode well for Mercer.
And I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, Jim. I can't believe you would expect something.
Cover here. 2.5. Continue.
I'm just flummoxed.
Zeke Mercer kicking out of that double suplex was vicious, but again, Crow is just trying to topple him, trying to get that 3 count, but it's just not working right now. Zeke Mercer, there's so much fire in him.
Keep in mind, Doc, each pinfall attempt that Crow was trying to put on there, that forced Zeke to expend more energy to kick out.
That's right, and right now he's taking all the energy by just standing on him. That larynx on that bottom rope, my God. You think about this. Right now, Glenn Spector is sitting back just enjoying this. He's enjoying this, just this mauling, the Rule Breakers handbook being I don't know how many times used. And, swung at Paris Sahara. How dare you?
And if Zeke wants to continue the torture, Crow and Brooks are absolutely happy to oblige.
My goodness. And they are keeping him in that corner, Jim. It was smart tag team wrestling.
It's absolutely smart.
Yeah, they are taking
Tag Team Wrestling 101, and Zeke just got his face. Their face may have ended up in the 3rd row. And that is the trademark grit and tenacity of Zeke Mercer. They have been undersized their entire career, but certainly Zeke is going to look to continue to fight forward here. They know the opportunity that the APWF offers.
Yeah, Zeke is no joke, but right now, Brooks and Crow are just taking it to him, and they are keeping Paris Sahara on the outside, who is the fresh individual. She has not been in there for pretty much 3/4 of this match so far.
Well, Zeke is isolated. Tag Team Wrestling 101 cutting the ring in half, and that's exactly where Tyler Brooks is right now.
That's what I was just going to say. If you cut a diagonal right through that ring, they have not allowed Zeke Mercer to even get close to the corner. That's why there's trouble.
Right now, Zeke trying to fight back here. Off the ropes. Look at the agility of Brooks. Beautifully executed drop kick.
Man, pinpoint precision right on the button.
Man, did Crow just come down that elbow? That elbow could cut you like a knife, but only a 2 count on that.
Oh, that referee was completely out of position. That should have easily been a 3 count.
Again, that selective eyesight kicks in.
Thought the last time there was a pinfall, the referee fell out of the ring.
No, he backed out of the ring to keep the action from going. Thank you.
Fell, backed.
I'm not even.
Zeke avoids the contact. And now we're going to find out if Mercer has enough left in the tank to make that critical tag. Can he reach Paris Sahara? Can she turn things around for the matriarchy?
Can this referee count to 10?
He's obviously counting right now. I don't know what you're.
Mercer inching closer and closer. They make the tag.
Here comes Sahara. Oh, big forearm. Oh, she's on that top rope. What a missile drop kick by Sahara.
Sahara just hit Tyler Brooks before she even got in the ring.
What agility from Paris Sahara. Offense from every angle here.
What a bridge, but it wasn't enough.
It's really breaking down here, gentlemen. We have all 4 athletes in the ring. Paris Sahara, she has completely changed the complexion of this contest.
Yeah, the spirituality is just taking over APWF, but isn't enough as Brooks now has her up. Oh!
Falcon Arrow plants Sahara.
And that's the enlightenment that I was talking about.
Springboard Swanton Bomb. They are going all out here. Hooks that leg. Wait a minute. Feet on the ropes.
Princess Amanda calling Crow out on his BS. He had both feet on that ropes for that leverage.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. From my vantage point, I didn't really see exactly. But I do know that that referee needs to understand that he needs to take some charge.
Crow is irate, but he got caught, Jim, red-handed, or red feet at this point.
Wouldn't you be irate if you had to do the referee's job as well? I don't blame Crow at all.
But he's offering, oh.
Well, wait, we're seeing some dissension between Brooks
Makes
and
me a
Crow.
Makes me a little bit nervous there to see what I see.
I mean, this is the first time these two have tagged. There's a lot of egos. But wait, sleeper hold applied to Zeke Mercer.
Brooks could be trying to slow this thing down because it's getting out of hand.
Well, Glenn Spector's known to be up, and he's showing that right now. But wait, Zeke Mercer trying to get the hell out of this. Because right now, Brooks is holding on, though. Brooks has that locked.
Wait a minute, Paris Sahara. She's still in the ring here.
Picks him up. Oh, Pride and Prejudice.
Paris is legal. She got it.
That is a blatant double team.
It's their finisher, dude. It's called the Pride and Prejudice.
There were two people in the ring. Who's the legal person?
It's called tag team wrestling. You haven't seen those moves before? 3D.
Law and order is something that's important too, I think.
Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. When we come back here to Johnstown, October 26th, you better keep that new wave energy going because the matriarchy have made their statement here in the APWF.
And here he is, the man, the myth, and I'll say it, damn it, the legend, the one who steals the show, the one that will take over your hoe. I'm talking about the one, the only, newly signed NWA prospect, Spencer Slade. This man right here is taking professional wrestling by storm, but tonight he comes face to face with someone who he has fought for over 10 plus years back and forth. I'm talking about big time Bill Collier. And last time we were here, Jim, we saw Bill Collier take EC3 to his limit. Unfortunately, that match was ruined.
Wait a minute, Spencer Slade has something to say here. Let's get his thoughts before our huge main event tonight.
Spencer Slade is exactly the type of person who we should be getting behind.
Pennsylvania. Boy, it doesn't really suck to be here this evening. I mean, friends of mine are few and far between, and I certainly don't have any friends here in this rotten cesspool.
Ouch.
I mean, as I was pulling into town today, I saw that flood memorial that you guys had. I couldn't help but think if another flood happened to this town, it would generate $2 million worth of improvements. And I stand before you now, a proud member of the National Wrestling Alliance. But honestly, who would any of you know about that anyways? It's not like any of you have ever succeeded in a sport in your life. Yeah, you know what, you little girl, look at this little girl right here. If Slade wins, we riot. When Slade wins, you're gonna cry like a little girl.
Spencer Slade not exactly endearing himself.
And tonight in the main event, I'm wrestling Johnstown own Bill Collier. Now, Bill, you may have this entire town behind you. You are the hometown hero. But tonight, I'm going to prove why I'm just a little bit more big time than you.
Ask and you shall receive. Here we go. A man who, in this town, needs no introduction.
I mean, Spencer does have a point. Have you ever tried to charter a Learjet into Johnstown, Pennsylvania? It was a nightmare for me to get in here.
A jet. What are you, royalty?
Well, not royalty, but immensely successful.
Well, Finnegan, you kill me. Okay, here comes Bill Collier. Spencer Slade. Me and LaMonna both know this. One of the biggest trash talkers in this sport, but he can back it up. I will say that about Spencer Slade. But again, this crowd in Johnstown, I can't even hear myself think right now as Bill Collier arrives here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Bill Collier, the current International Wrestling Cartel Heavyweight Champion, has come home to Johnstown for the APWF.
What a gentleman Slade is.
I appreciate that, Spencer. I asked nicely. Now, I couldn't help but to hear you run down this city over and over and over. And that's just fine. But because you're running them down doesn't mean that I'm not here to help pick this all back up. That's right. Born, raised, Johnstown bred. Big time. Now, I've said before, I'll say again to your face in front of all these people, there is nobody going today that I respect more than you. You put in the work. You put in the time. You look like you have been chiseled from marble, my friend. Now, you've also said that you are where you are because of me. Let me tell you something, Spencer. I know that you're younger than me. You may be stronger than me, faster than me. And I can see by that look in your eyes, maybe, just maybe, you're a little hungrier than I am. And I can tell that maybe the sun is starting to set on my horizon. I'm not sure how much I actually have left in the tank. But I have enough here tonight to kick your ass.
A statement has been made here tonight. Bill Collier finally calling out Slade.
You've been learning lessons from me for a long time. And you've been walking on your own 2 feet for even longer. Sure, Spencer. You may actually be the best wrestler in the world today. That's not hyperbole. That may be fact. And maybe I'm not as good as I once was, but how does that go? I'm as good once as I ever was. Tonight, I'll teach you your final lesson here. Because tonight, you'll find out that in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, it's big time!
Oh, what a cheap shot. Total sucker punch.
See, I don't see it that way at all.
How do you not see that?
I don't see it that way at all, and here's why. Bill Collier is making a terrible mistake. He's just going out and trying to defend these people, for a lack of better term, of Johnstown and getting into a fight with Spencer Slade, this is a mistake.
A mistake. Come on, these guys have fought all over the Indy territory here in Pittsburgh.
Spencer Slade waited for that one opportunity. Bill Collier let his guard down for just one split second, and he got dropped. You have to wonder just how close, how razor thin will it be in tonight's main event to find a victor.
Collier said it himself.
I can't wait because this was a wrestling match. Now it's a fight.
Oh no! And you know when Bill Collier kind of takes it to another extreme, and we do not want to see Bill Collier go to that place. And now we have to deal with what he likes to refer to as the greatest attorney ever and greatest wrestler ever, David Lawler.
How dare you? You have no respect for the law whatsoever.
Listen, all I've ever gotten was a speeding ticket. I have much respect for the law, but no, not the gavel.
We don't even know how many warrants are out for you.
I beat those, buddy.
Spoken like the true degenerate that you are.
The gavel gives me hives. I'm going to need some Benadryl. And Deck, you may have to recuse yourself. I understand the gavel may have helped you out of a divorce or two in your time.
Look, sometimes we make mistakes, but the law is always on our side.
But who is going to answer this open challenge? That's the question here.
Now, APWF begged me to come out to this show because for those of you that are living under a rock, I am the gavel David Lawless Esquire, and I am the greatest attorney and professional wrestler in the world.
Yes, he is.
That's a quite a bold statement.
Management called me up and said, David, we're coming to one of the poorest, most disgusting towns ever. And we need greatness here for these losers to witness firsthand. And as I drove in here, I felt sad for all of you. Sad that with the Olympics being over, being poor and dumb wasn't an Olympic sport. Because maybe everyone in Johnstown could have won a gold medal. Which you'd probably melt down and sell for some dumb, poor people food. So I took time out of my day, being with my insanely hot girlfriend and counting my millions of dollars. And I said, I'm going to come out to this poor town, and I'm going to issue an open challenge to anyone APWF can throw at the greatest attorney and professional wrestler. And I'm not worried about who's coming through that curtain, because you and everyone in the world already knows that Lawless is flawless. You're welcome, morons.
Flawless? Seriously, we're going to go there.
Only because there's not a stronger word.
A strong. Jim, can you please educate this man on David Lawless, the gavel?
Well, the gavel's reputation precedes him, as does this man here, Maverick McCoy, a former APWF Cruiserweight champion from a bygone era, has made his return here to answer the challenge of the gavel, and this is one opponent that David Lawless could not have prepared for.
We haven't seen Maverick the real McCoy, and I don't know how long, Jim. I mean, he was around when the paint was just drying here at APWF.
Yeah, certainly Maverick McCoy, a homecoming of sorts, but you know absolutely no one likes to spoil a homecoming quite like David Lawless. He's a jerk, he's a fungus in professional wrestling. And
he deserves your respect. To call the man a fungus? What is that even about?
And if he is victorious, Maverick McCoy may be my new favorite professional wrestler, because quite frankly, I'm a fan of anybody that wants to punch the gavel square in the mouth.
Did he sue you or something? You really do have a big hatred for David Lawless.
If you ever had to speak to David Wallace, you could see why I have a very low tolerance
No,
level for him.
I'm with you 100% on that, Jim. 100%. I mean, I've had to deal with David Lawless numerous times, correcting my notes, grabbing my notebook out of it, trying to say cease and desist. You know how many times I've had to hear that?
And gentlemen, before we get this open challenge match started, good time to remind you, if you're watching us here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. If you're watching us here on the Indie Wrestling Network, I'm sure you're checking out the 7-day free trial. Make sure to subscribe as well. $5.99 a month for RWA, 2PW, 8PWF, and many, many more archives all throughout the Indie Wrestling Network, IndyWrestling.network. Once again, my name's Jim Amata, being joined by Doc Doherty and Declan Finnegan. This open challenge gets us started because you just don't know who is going to show up here in EP.
And it's your pleasure. It is your pleasure, LaMotta. I'm glad you all of a sudden hit puberty. I have no idea why you guys are running down Mr. David Lawless. He is an absolute saint of a man.
Saint! Are
Saint.
you kidding me right now?
He's like the male Dorothy Mantooth. He's a saint.
First of all, it is illegal here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania to even mention Dorothy Mantooth. But speaking of saints,
I wasn't aware of this.
yes, it's illegal to mention Dorothy Mantooth. But then again, Lawless will probably get you out of that one too.
That's why I like the man.
Yeah, as right now, I don't think Lawless was even prepared for this.
Lawless doesn't have to prepare.
Yes, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Is Maverick McCoy? McCoy has his head, and he is just squeezing it like a grape right now. McCoy sent off to the. Oh no, McCoy, smart maneuver, grabbing that top rope, stopping it. And
He pulled the tights. He pulled the tights.
He did not pull the tights.
I saw it.
Now, gentlemen,
God.
1 second here.
Finnegan,
We should point this out. Maverick McCoy, you have to wonder if there's any ring rust here.
Ring rust. I mean, yes. I mean, Jim, this guy's been on the shelf for a while. But if you think about it, Maverick McCoy has been in the rings with the likes of the great Johnny Gargano, Sammy Callahan, Bill Collier even. I mean, the man, what can I say, all the way from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, he's done it all.
Again, you guys say that David Lawless needs to prepare. He does not need to prepare for anything.
Shoulders down. 2.5.
McCoy almost had him again. And oh, wait, McCoy can he get him over? Has him.
He pulled his back strap there. Did you see that?
Are you watching the same match we are?
Indeed, I am.
Jesus.
And right now you have to be wondering, is the gavel regretting issuing this open challenge?
I have to wonder if David Lawless is regretting coming into Johnstown, Pennsylvania to begin with. Look at the ridiculousness that he has to deal with this street trash outside of the ring. All of these people, and I can't believe David Lawless even wants to be associated with any of these people.
I mean, if they have the money for him to represent, he's going to take it.
It's not all about money with David Lawless. It's about integrity.
It is definitely about money.
It's about integrity and money.
These two are getting ready to walk back up here. The gavel slowed the momentum down, took a breather outside the ring, and now we're seeing him get back to the basics. And that is the true strength that the gavel David Lawless has. His mind is his greatest weapon as he's using these elementary maneuvers to their utmost effectiveness.
But wait a minute now. McCoy has something up his sleeve as he's now reversing that. And got the hammerlock applied. He is stretching that arm. Better watch. Lawless is known to sue you if he loses. We've seen that numerous times, haven't we, Jimmy?
Absolutely, and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I didn't point out the humidity in this building, along with the potential ring rust. You have to wonder if just the sheer humidity of this muggy August night could have an effect on these athletes as the Maverick finds two another time.
LaMotta, you are honestly one of the softest human beings I've ever met.
Hey, Jim, how do you put up with him?
And it looks like Lawless is really dictating the direction of this contest here.
Oh, wait, now. Oh, no, he's just raking him. Oh! I guess the referee's not going to call that one. I mean, that was a rake across the back.
Call what? That's not illegal.
Oh, that was using
That's
the ropes.
smart wrestling.
Smart wrestling.
Exactly. I'm glad you're starting to agree, Doc.
I'm not agreeing.
Gentlemen, we need to point this out here that the Gavel David always has a bona fide meat streak.
Well, of course he does. When you have to deal with street criminals like David Lawless does on a daily basis, you start to get jaded.
Maverick McCoy is not a criminal.
I'm just saying the street trash that David Lawless has to defend on a daily basis, it would get to anybody.
I've never seen so much hatred in the building in my life. There is no one here wanting to see David Lawless succeed in this matchup. And
because maybe they don't respect law and order. I know you know something about that, Doc.
as he kicked the second rope and using that rope and using it as a low blow, how can you respect that?
Are you just saying that ropes somehow gave a low blow?
Wallace has this matchup in firm control here. Look out. Beautiful vertical leap. Lowered the boom on Maverick. Finds 2.5. And each time here, Maverick McCoy taking longer and longer to kick out. As irritating as David Wallace is, it may be a matter of time before he walks out of here victorious. Because as we've seen on the IndyWrestling.network archives, David Wallace competing on a weekly basis. That's just not the case for Maverick McCoy.
Yeah, he caught him with that elbow, though. McCoy trying to stay alive in this matchup.
Trying to create some distance here, but will it be enough? Will it be enough of a surcease from the offensive assault of the gavel? We're going to find out.
Lawless was firing on all cylinders. Might have him. I thought he knocked himself out with that top turnbuckle. It just wasn't enough. Lawless has him up. Oh, wait now. Again, there's still fight in the room. McCoy has him.
Shoulders down.
No! That is some injustice right there.
Injustice.
Injustice. I think the building...
Maverick McCoy is victorious. He rolled him up. He tricked him. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Lawless loses.
This building is too humid. David Lawless couldn't get his grip, and he lost on a technicality of some sort.
Are you kidding me right now?
LaMonna just said this building is hot. It's ridiculous.
That has nothing to do with what happened in that
It has everything to do with it.
Are you... Jim, please.
Wallace may have to file an appeal, but right now the record books say David Wallace takes the L. Maverick, Matt McCoy, with a very, very big successful return. Maverick McCoy is the victor.
You mean to tell me that I have to deal with more of this Johnstown scum?
Hey, Declan, welcome to hell. Okay, so as Sam Handeman makes his way to the ring, Johnstown native, you know, he has a blueprint for everything, but does he have a blueprint tonight for his opponent, who is probably, in my eyes, one of the most underrated wrestlers in this area?
Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what here as we rejoin second half of the APWF Allied Powers Wrestling Federation here at the Castle in Johnstown. My name is Jim Amata, being joined by one Declan Finnegan and the great Doc Doherty.
Great? Okay, cool, thanks.
It's your pleasure.
What?
Sam Handeman, I'm going to tell you what, he reminds me of the blue-collared nature throughout this region of Pennsylvania. A fun fact for everyone out there, the late great Grandpa LaMotta was a steel worker for Edgar Thompson Works for some 35 years.
And yet you're the softest person I know.
Hey, Declan, back off, man.
Hey, listen, Grandpa LaMotta had some connections, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Get them fishes ready, because he's going to be sleeping.
He's a friend of ours, but I don't think he would have been a friend of yours, pal.
I think I might need to call Lawless again.
As we await the arrival of the Invincible One, that's right, Vince Valor. Vince Valor, what can you say about this guy?
Power and aggression is one Vince Valor. I'll tell you what, we're having some fun with Sam Handeman, but I'll tell you right now, Valor is no nonsense no finesse, all impact. And as much as the homecoming for Handeman would be a storybook situation, Valor does not care at all. He wants to make his name, and he wants to do it here in Johnstown for the APWF.
That's right. Uh-oh, what's this? Pete? Oh, he's just ripped that sign in support of Sam Handeman, the handyman. And man, like I said, he has a blueprint for everything. You know, people want to be known as a powerhouse, a technician, a hybrid. I asked Sam Handeman, you know what he said to me? Contractor.
Well, Valor is not endearing himself to the Johnstown faithful here. Once again, it is August 24th of 2024. My name's Jim Amata. Here with my two compatriots, my compadres. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me here. Of course, this broadcast coming to you via the Indy Wrestling Network, IndyWrestling.network, IndyWrestling.us, to the APWF, RWA, 2PW, and more.
Look at the presence, though, of Vince Valor right now, Jim. This man is an entity in his own. I mean, you think AEW has contacted him? You know, he is wanted all over this area.
Absolutely, and that's the cream of the crop that the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation brings you. Sam Handeman is a youngster out of the ICWA Wrestling Academy. He's only been wrestling for a few years, but that blue-collar attitude really brings a lot of determination with it. But as I said in our introductions here, Vince Valor doesn't give a damn. He is pure power, pure aggression.
He is quite the physical specimen, let me tell you.
You know, he's a trainer out of the Buffalo Wrestling Academy, and you know, every match that he wrestles is dedicated to the late great Anthony Gaines.
He's finally had enough, it looks like. He's finally had enough of this cesspool that is Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
It is kind of hot in here, so yeah, maybe he just wants a breath of fresh air. I don't blame him.
How's he going to find a breath of fresh air in Johnstown, Pennsylvania?
It's outside, Declan.
We're inside a building right now.
Well, now he's back inside the building. There
So's
you go.
Vince Valor. Vince Valor's back inside the building.
Well, that's what I meant. As Vince Valor now, you know, oh man, he is just yelling at the fans here tonight. And Johnstown has I mean, like I said, Johnstown native and Sam Handeman, everybody's behind him. But I hope they know what a powerhouse Vince Valor is.
I don't think Valor's behind Handeman, that's for sure.
Oh, he tore up his sign earlier. You saw that. You were laughing. That was a child sign.
It's funny.
So you like to see children cry, is that what you're saying?
I mean, funny is funny.
Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh. All right. Wow. Handeman knows he might be a contractor, and maybe the blueprint says, let's get under the skin of Vince Valor and let's use the Johnstown faithful against him.
Well, clearly, Handeman is prepared. Whether Valor allows this Johnstown crowd to get under his skin could be a disadvantage because Handeman is young, but as we've said, he's as blue-collar as they come.
Do you really think that Valor is going to allow all of this pyro and ballyhoo get to him?
Are you kidding me right now? Pyro and what?
Pyro and ballyhoo. Don't pretend like you don't know what it is.
No, I really don't. Please explain. What the hell is ballyhoo?
LaMotta, I shouldn't have to deal with this.
Well, we have a bell, thank God. Vince Valor, as you can see, really put together a true powerhouse. As I said, all aggression, no finesse, all impact. We've seen a lot of technicians throughout the evening so far. Vince Valor will be the exception to that because he is all muscle. And I think Handeman's checking to see if the ring is up to code.
I mean, the man is a contractor.
I think we're all independent contractors, aren't we?
Not that kind of contractor. I mean, the man has like...
Well, wait a minute. We've got the tape measure here. We're going to make sure.
That was it. Did you see that?
I did see that.
This was some sort of a foreign or domesticated object of some sort. I've never seen that before used in a wrestling ring. Already the chicanery is out.
But you could see Valor with that power immediately taking over on Handeman, who was having some fun at his expense. But as I said, Vince Valor is absolutely no nonsense inside those ring ropes.
No, I mean, he is tearing it up all over Erie, Pennsylvania, all over Buffalo, New York. And that is exactly what Vince Valor's doing right now as he sends him into the ropes, misses him with that clothesline. Man, look at the speed of the Handyman. Well, we're just going to let it go. We're just going to see what happens. Is he ever going to stop? There he is. Oh, stopped with that back elbow, though.
Big drop kick from Handeman, gets the big man off his feet.
See, this is a perfect classic example of Valor being too athletic.
Too athletic.
Exactly, thank you.
Look out here, what does Handeman have in the playbook? Digging in his toolbox, so to speak.
He is just pounding away, throwing those multiple elbows into the jaw of Vince Valor. Oh no!
And fish hooking the eyes, that is nasty.
Handeman's going to need those eyes. I mean, I think he has some kind of contracting work tomorrow. I think he's refinishing a basement or something.
Stiff lariat, floors Handeman.
Valor is going to make Handeman his personal demolition project.
And the way that Valor has been able to shut down Handeman immediately speaks volumes to just how impactful it is. Just one shot, able to shut down the rally.
Handeman
like that right there. Excuse me, Doc.
That's all right. I was going to just point out that Handeman was trying to fight back, hit him in the gut 1-2, but it just wasn't enough.
I'll tell you what, Vince Valor is looking to etch his name right at the top of the list of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation.
Doc, a trained athlete like Valor does not have a gut.
Hey, Vince Valor has gone through a lot this year. I will say this, bouncing back from that pectoral injury, it looks like he hasn't missed a step.
Not at all.
And just drives him into the canvas with that.
Certainly razor sharp is Valor. Cover here, hooks that leg. But Handeman showing that trademark tenacity that he's been known for so far in his young career. Deck and Doc, you have both followed Handeman throughout his travels in Western Pennsylvania throughout the past few years, expanding into new territory, but it could be a rough ride for the Handyman.
Uh-oh, and now he's to stay focused on Sam Handeman. He's letting the Johnstown natives here just to pretty much get under his skin. As look, he's looking at the crowd, Jim. He's not really paying attention to Sam Handeman.
Well, this is professional wrestling, pal, and only the cream of the crop end up here in the APWF. You hesitate, no matter who you are, you're going to be looking up at the lights because quite simply the level of competition is just too great to be lackadaisical in any situation.
Well, this crowd is getting... Are they calling him Mr. Clean, or am I just hearing things? Yeah,
Well, once you demolish a project, you have to clean it up. And trust me, there's a lot of cleanup that's going to have to be done after this match.
Oh, well, Vince Valor taking his good old time. I mean, he just pounding away on Sam Handeman. But is it enough? That's the question. Is it enough for a pinfall? As right now, he is just choking him on that second rope. And he has to the count of 5, but damn it. He is just taking it to Johnstown's own Sam Handeman.
He's toying with the man is what he's doing. This is brilliant.
Well, Valor is certainly using this as an opportunity to showcase how dominant and how talented that he is. He certainly wants to put on a display here tonight.
Well, Handeman could barely stand. He's using that top rope right now for leverage. And wait a minute, back elbow though. The Handyman might have something left in the toolbox here. Here he goes. Oh, well, that is just pure power. But wait, no. Agility, quickness is helping Handeman here as he's just double axe handling him right into the chest. Missile drop kick.
You can't count the Handyman out. Blue collar born, blue collar bred, and we could be going for a blue collar victory here in his hometown.
Certified axe handle. He likes to call it that. Everything's certified to this 2 count. Yeah, Sam Handeman certified in all aspects, but is he certified enough to take the invincible Vince Valor out? Boy, is he getting the crowd fired up here, Jim. Oh, wait a minute. Did he just rake his face again?
Valor looking to rearrange the facial features of Handeman.
Oh!
And he got spiked with that flatliner, floats over, hooks that leg.
Only a 2 count.
Doc, you seem to be pretty critical about Valor and what he's doing. Is there some sort of rule in the rule book about raking the eye?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Which rule in the rule book is it again? Exactly.
I was going to answer it, but, you know.
Look out here, Valor
has him up.
elevates Handeman out the back door. And Handeman lowered the boot. Could the tide be turning here?
Only a 2 count, so quick. Milliseconds of kicking out is Vince Valor, but again, showing the fortitude of both of these individuals in this matchup so far.
I'll give credit where credit is due. Handeman is lasting much, much longer in this match than I had predicted, but it's just a matter of time before he gets knocked down.
And now Vince Valor just wearing down his opponent, had him in a headlock, but now just crushing him. Throws him in out of his... Oh, big splash by Valor.
The ring shifted on that impact.
Uranagi? Only a 2 count.
But look at the way that Valor continues to just press and press and press, not really giving his opponent any time at all. Now this might be a little bit of a mistake.
They are literally calling him Baldy? I mean, do you really want to call a man the size of Vince Valor names? So right ahead, Johnstown. It's your funeral.
What in the world is Valor looking for?
Now Valor back in his ring. Handeman disappeared. What the hammer? He's asking where the hammer is. You don't. Oh, wait!
Roll up! Shoulders down! He got him!
Sam Handeman has pulled off the upset of a lifetime.
I want to know what kind of relationship this referee has with Handeman, because there seemed to be something amiss.
Ductwork, tilework, drywall, who knows? But hey, Sam Handeman victorious here tonight.
There's no collusion, but there's certainly some construction because the handyman just built his way to a victory. Sam Handeman victorious in his hometown in Johnstown for the APWF.
Wait, is this Valor still thinks he's won this matchup, but no, he's going home with a loss on his record, courtesy of the contractor of professional wrestling, handyman Sam Handeman.
I can't believe that this has come down to just getting a good deal.
A young lady that is a second-degree black belt in Kempo Karate. A young lady that began training to be a professional wrestler at Rise Wrestling Stronghold at the age of just 15 years old. She is now the 18-year-old rookie sensation, the one and the only Slammin' Sammy.
That's right, Slammin' Sammy. She's a rock star, and she has just begun to just, I can say, win the hearts of everybody in independent professional wrestling. Oh, now we get one. Sure. But anyways, Slammin' Sammy is just ready to go train out of the underground. That's right. By Brandon Kay. I can't believe he has to be proud right now, Jim. He has to be so proud, especially what Slammy has to offer.
I have to feel really bad. This is a perfect example. Look, Slammin' Sammy seems like a fine young woman, but she has no idea about what's in front of her here momentarily.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not. You just wait and see what's going to happen with Lexus Sin. Slammin' Sammy has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Certainly seems like a nice, fine young woman, but my God.
The Muay Thai practitioner is an absolute carnivore. She lives up to the moniker The Savage because she pillages opponents. Just 2 years into her tenure as a professional wrestler, and Lexus Sin brings with her a true sense of fear that she puts in opponents. She will hurt absolutely anyone. She has no conscience. She is an absolute berserker.
That's right, the female representative of the one, the only, the Troublemakers. Another student under Glenn Spector. She beats you up. She hits hard. And tonight we have ourselves size versus speed. I'm ready for it. The question is Johnstown, Pennsylvania ready for it?
She is going to literally pick the meat off the bones that are Slammin' Sammy.
What is this now? Off the ropes. She didn't even move her. My goodness, and Lexus Sin.
Gentlemen,
Mother of God.
Gentlemen, I'm going to be honest. It makes me sincerely happy in my soul that Slammin' Sammy has been able to achieve her dream to be a professional wrestler, something she has wanted to do since she was a toddler. But unfortunately, she is in there with a violent athlete who will not hesitate to knock her lights out. Could be a harsh reality check for the rookie sensation.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I almost feel bad for Lexus Sin. Because Lexus Sin, it's not her fault that she's going to just destroy Slammin' Sammy.
Oh, come on. You're not giving this kid enough credit. Slammin' Sammy was trained by Brandon Kay. You know Brandon Kay has prepared her for opponents of the monstrosity like Lexus Sin. Come on, man.
This has nothing to do with training. This has nothing to do with skill. This is just raw power. And Slammin' Sammy just can't do anything about the raw power that she's going to see momentarily.
I think you're wrong, Declan. I really think you're wrong because both of these individuals have had one hell of a training. I mean, of course, Lexus Sin trained out of IWC, and of course, at the Rise Underground. I'm talking about the one, the only Slammin' Sammy. Right now, just takes it down. And Lexus Sin getting a little frustrated here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do to a monster like Lexus Sin. Make her upset.
Look at the look in the eyes of Lexus Sin. She is an absolute predator. She is a lioness out there.
Sammy is in big trouble.
You know, I had the honor of meeting Lexus Sin earlier backstage, and as she grabbed me by the shirt and threatened me, as all the troublemakers like to do, she kind of went ahead and told me to say, and I quote, "You better say it," and here it is. This woman is built like a brick shithouse. Pardon my language.
Wow, wow, wow. Feel bad for me because the troublemakers just tell me the truth about life. You are some piece of work.
You're a piece of something, but you know what? I already used my
I
custom
beg
for
your
today.
pardon.
I'm already getting fined once. But anyways, Slammin' Sammy trying to, Lexus Sin is just choosing, debating what she wants to do here. And that's the thing. You don't want to give Lexus Sin a dangerous competitor like this time.
Well, that's exactly what I think we're seeing here. Lexus Sin, she is as cerebral as she is aggressive. She's trying to frustrate Slammin' Sammy. She's trying to slow this down to her pace. She's trying to make sure that Slammin' Sammy can't get out of the blocks here.
She's doing Slammin' Sammy a favor. She just wants to prolong the inevitable.
Oh no, and Sammy was going for that kick, but it caught her. And Sin now
Oh, no! And this one could be over as quick as it started.
Sin just sent her forehead right off the metal post and is now just taking it to Slammin' Sammy outside the ring. And you do not want to be on the outside of the ring, especially against Lexus Sin.
You don't want to be stuck in the web of the Black Widow that is Lexus Sin.
My goodness, and now Sammy thrown back into the ring. Slammin' Sammy in a little bit of trouble. Come on, kid, make yourself famous. Let's see what you can do here. Lexus Sin now just hovering over like
like a vulture.
Yes, exactly. And just punching away is Lexus Sin. She is just taking it to Slammin' Sammy. Why are you smiling, Declan?
And Lexus Sin is grinning like a Cheshire cat here. She is truly enjoying this methodical process of inflicting pain on Slammin' Sammy.
She has not let up on her ever since she pulled her out of that ring, Jim. And you could just see the mentality, the ferocity, and just, again, the tutelage of Glenn Spector as she is just raining down violence on Slammin' Sammy.
And look, like the whole point of Slammin' Sammy coming out, being really happy, mixing it up with the fans, that's all well and good. But as I said before, she had no idea of the malice that she was going to face in Lexus Sin.
Oh, you could hear the contact with that body shot. Yeah. Cracked a rib that time.
Oh, just drives that knee right up under the chin of Sammy. Sammy could be knocked out on her feet right here as Lexus Sin just irate, just full of violence, and now just toying with the fans here. Did she just give her a noogie? Did I really just see that?
Lexus Sin is a pure bully in there, I'll tell you that much.
Excuse me. What makes you say she's a bully? She's intense. She has a lot of fight. But there's no bullying that's happening. This is just pure aggression.
Sammy could barely move right now. I mean, she just had the air taken out of her on that second round. Here comes Sin. No, oh, elbow to the side of the head. And
Sammy's in a bad way here. She is draped across that second rope, and that may be the only thing that's keeping her up.
Oh, no, stands on her. That is one arrogant pin right there, seriously.
I'll admit that wasn't necessarily the most traditional pin that she could go for, but look.
Flesh on flesh, bone on bone. That's the contact we're hearing as the story of this matchup progresses, and the young career of Slammin' Sammy may be cut short.
And you might actually even see a little bit of sympathy on Lexus Sin, from Lexus Sin on Sammy.
Well, Sammy at that double axe handle, though, she's trying to come back. Can she do it? Oh, right into the chest of Sin, but is it enough?
That's an act of desperation there, I'm going to tell you that.
Russian leg sweep. That took a little bit out of Sammy, too, but you have to sacrifice yourself sometimes.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to really mount an offense against Lexus Sin.
It's going to be enough to kind of tick her off. I know that, and that's not what you want to do with Lexus Sin. Sammy's making a terrible mistake here.
All right, here comes Sammy. Off the ropes. Low end flying body press.
No way, she got her.
She caught Sin off her game on that one, Jim.
She got Lexus Sin's shoulders to the canvas. What an upset this could be.
Has her, could we go belly to belly?
Takedown.
Wow, look at the power of Sammy. You know, I said strength versus speed, but
she has Sin down to the canvas.
Only a 2 count. I mean, to pick Sin up like she did and just belly to belly her.
Sammy better finish this quick, because if Sin can somehow come back, she's in for a world of trouble. I'm just telling you right now.
I think you underestimate the Slammin' one, Declan, as right now she is just delivering those chops to Lexus Sin. Lexus Sin in a lot of trouble here. Wait, reversal though. Sammy goes off the ropes. Oh! That
might have been in the forehead. I couldn't quite catch it from my vantage point. That's it. Forget about it.
Sin catches her, and she's going to walk away with a victory here. Sammy. Lexus Sin victorious, catching Sammy with that kick. And you know, you talk about the Muay Thai background of Lexus Sin, she proved it here tonight. But don't take anything away from Slammin' Sammy. She tried her best. It just wasn't enough here tonight at APWF. They are about to explode, and here we go! And there it is right there, the fuel of the Rad Boys. Bang energy drink. If I drank that like them, I'd have a heart attack. But Jake Wiley and Brandon Elliott making their way to the ring last time we were here at APWF. The Rad Boys defeated the legendary Tap Out in their last ever match. Could you imagine having that on your resume, Jim? They defeated Team Tap Out, who's had a long-time legacy not only here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, but also Indiana, Pennsylvania, where we were.
The Rad Boys have quickly ascended themselves to the top of the conversation here in the tag team division of the APWF. As we know, the Rad Boys, former Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Champions, former Rise Tag Team Champions.
I mean, the Rad Boys also have taken on teams like you said before, Money Shot to get those Rise Tag Team Champions. The Wise Guys, they've been in the ring with the Gambino brothers, and as you can see, the Bang energy is just flowing through Johnstown, Pennsylvania right now.
Their opponent from Buffalo, New York, weighing in with a combined weight of 365 pounds, Buckwild Thomas Kennedy, and your boy, Matt McCoy, the Buffalo Boys.
It's my boy!
Your boy.
My boy!
Your boy, Matt McCoy. And of course, Thomas Kennedy making their way to the ring. And when I asked Thomas Kennedy again, what is the one thing that you can get behind that helps you be a professional wrestler? His answer, fried chicken and beer.
And you gotta love an answer like that.
I mean,
who doesn't love fried chicken and beer?
You got a point there. I mean, everybody. But these two ruined the main event last time we were here in APWF. Both of these individuals trained by who we saw earlier, the invincible Vince Valor, out of Buffalo, New York. And that is exactly what they have done. They've formed up this new team called the Buffalo Boys. Do you remember last time this evil alliance was formed right in that squared circle?
Absolutely. These two jerks interjected themselves in the NWA World Heavyweight title match on June 30th, causing a no contest, but they got some comeuppance as an impromptu tag match.
Lamont, I gotta stop you right there. You cannot call these two people jerks. They work hard.
They ruined one of the biggest main events APWF has ever had. EC3.
How would they ruin anything? How could these two individuals...
They interfered in the match, sir. Sir.
Finally, you're giving me the respect that I deserve.
Oh, my God.
As I was saying, these two interjected themselves, impromptu tag matchup. EC3 and Bill Collier put them down. But the Buffalo Boys made one thing clear that night. They want the APWF talking about McCoy and Kennedy.
I mean, yeah, they want to get their names out. Matt McCoy, 5 years in his business. Thomas Kennedy, 4. I mean, I hope they're ready for the Rad Boys. Rad Boys are volatile. They're fast. They're probably one of the top tag teams in Pittsburgh independent wrestling today.
The Buffalo Boys have been teaming together on a regular basis, so I certainly think this is going to be a very evenly matched contest because you have 4 young, determined athletes that want to use this stage to make a name for themselves. Once again, I'm Jim Amato, you're Declan Finnegan, Doc Doherty, we're all here to call this historic night in Johnstown, the APWF debut here in Johnstown. Make sure to be back here in Johnstown October 26th as we're back here at the Castle. More information coming up through all of our social media channels for that is Matt McCoy, your boy, Deck, putting on that side headlock.
And now
But Braden Elliott can return the favor.
Yeah, squeezing the head of Matt McCoy. Braden Elliott, what do you say about this individual? My goodness, trained by the legendary Kato. And right now, McCoy sends him into the ropes though. I was going for that hip toss, but no! Elliott with a hip toss and a beauty. My goodness, the Rad Boys know what they're up against, and I really, really hope they've done their homework on the Buffalo Boys. Look at the agility of Elliott!
So much enthusiasm, so much speed and agility all coming together for a neon blend that is all their very own.
I will give credit where credit is due. If you look in the ring right now at the talent and the future of professional wrestling, these four men have a lot of promise.
Fellas, one of the mission statements of the APWF is to bring you the best of the best. You're saying the best tag team in Central Pennsylvania collide with one of the best tag teams out of Buffalo, and it's all action so far here tonight in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
And here we go, the Rad Boys kind of in control of the special. Oh wait, he's going for it, but no, McCoy blocks it. And now Matt McCoy.
He's my boy.
Swing and a miss here.
What a drop kick by Wiley.
And this is where you're going to see Tag Team Wrestling 101, some of that Anderson philosophy, some of the Midnight Express philosophy, those classic tag teams that cut the ring in half and really dictate the momentum of a contest, because as we said, these are two seasoned teams.
Keep the weakened guy in the neutral corner.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. Elliott now took out Kennedy. McCoy stuck in that opposite corner. Sends him. Oh wait, reversal though.
Look out. Action hot and heavy here. Oh man. Braden better be checking his teeth. Ran right into the boot. Up and over. Hangs on. Avoids disaster that time.
Big right hand, but turn. Oh, and Kennedy. Braden Elliott turned his back, and Kennedy just snuck up and pulled the rug right out from underneath him. Oh, and Kennedy now working on Braden Elliott as the referee's back is turned, of course.
And this is where you're going to see where this team all of a sudden has an advantage, simply because when LaMotta, you talked about the tag team background and the tag team strategy. Well, you're going to see how they try to cut off the ring from the Rad Boys.
And right now he's just choking him on that top rope. Now the second one. Oh no! Kennedy just choking away here on Elliott. Braden Elliott's been in there for quite an amount of time.
Kennedy not exactly known as the most upstanding individual. He may have to have the gavel on the payroll as well, come to think of it.
TK is a fine, upstanding individual.
What?
Look,
are you kidding me right now?
Absolutely.
Are you
He's
seeing
not
what
he's
we're
not
seeing?
getting in the way of the referee right now in his work. He's just letting him do what he needs to do.
Listen, I know it's not Christmas time, but do you see what I see, man? Come on.
You want to build a snowman?
No,
Look
I
out
don't.
here.
Let it go. All right, as right now, TK.
Able to cut off the momentum of the Rad Boys, and that's their trademark. Without that momentum, the Rad Boys at a definitive disadvantage. But Kennedy just muscled him over, floated over, hooked that leg. Gentlemen, that's a sign of a true pro right there. The way that he transitioned over, immediately hooked that leg, and made the most of that pinfall attempt. This is an amateur hour. These are solid young professionals.
In fact, it's surprising how advanced TK and McCoy really are for.
Wait a minute, has that leg hooked though? McCoy had that leg hooked. And gentlemen, I'm going to say this, both Kennedy and McCoy, graduates of Buffalo Wrestling Academy. What has already came out of the Buffalo Wrestling Academy? Look at it, Vince Valor, the late great Anthony Gaines. You name it, Buffalo, New York has quite the hell of a school, and we're seeing it here. But
Wait a
no,
minute,
there's
tag there. Kennedy, the legal man.
And now Kennedy's stomping away, and I guess these
Elliott
two
didn't see it, and that's what's allowing the Buffalo boys to mug him here. The referee needs to lay down a count.
Oh!
There was no mugging. There was a clear tag.
Clear tag.
Hooks that leg here once again.
There really wasn't a clear tag. I don't know what match you're watching. I don't know if you're watching the toy guys sell things, but no, that was not a clear tag.
The gentleman does have a fine display, but no, I can see exactly what I see in the ring.
Well, right now I can tell you that Braden Elliott is in the wrong part of town. We've talked about the classic tag team philosophy, and that's what you're seeing the Buffalo boys employ here. They are absolutely going one step at a time, checking off the list, going through the playbook to really grind this matchup down to a halt, one step at a time, because eventually the Rad Boys are going to wear down.
And you can see the cerebral nature of this team. They are completely cutting off the ring. Now, see, that's a perfect example where that should not be allowed to happen. What do you have to say about that, Doc?
I say this, that's tag team wrestling. You're going to break the count, regardless what side you're on.
Well, you seem to always be on the side of what's wrong. You have no respect for law and order.
I do.
You have no respect for decorum.
Did you notice how Thomas Kennedy has able to back up, put himself in between the Rad Boys. Kennedy is in between the corner of the Rad Boys, making that tag even that much more difficult. Kennedy charges here.
And that was a big splash right there on Elliott. As right now you can see McCoy double team action, but they're doing smart tag team wrestling, cutting the corner in half like you said before, Jim. And these two are just delivering the goods right now to Braden Elliott, who has been in this ring again for probably over 5 or 6 minutes of this matchup.
I really don't see how the Rad Boys can get out of the mess that they're in. And really, it's not the mess that they're in, it's the mess that TK and McCoy have put them in.
Oh, well, Kennedy just put himself quite in a position, going for that Bronco Buster and missing, but is it enough? And now,
can Elliott make that needed tag?
He has his foot. Oh, wait. Can he get out of it? The Rad Boys.
Wiley is aching on the apron, and he comes.
There he comes, Wiley. Oh! Dropped whole hold into that turnbuckle.
Jake Wiley is cooking, gentlemen. Jake Wiley is on a roll.
That Bang energy is just kicked in and up and oh! You can't do that on television. Has Kennedy up. Here we go.
I have to wonder if those Bang energy drinks don't count as some sort of performance enhancements.
Well, we got the caffeine rolling through the bloodstream right here.
Taking out both Buffalo boys, but is it enough? Pumping them up, getting ready. Has him. Oh, Kennedy saving his partner.
Breaking down here, gentlemen, breaking down.
Braden Elliott still on the outside, a little bit weakened from before. Off the ropes. They miss him. There comes Wiley. Drop kick. Braden takes TK out on the outside. There is just
we've got action
everywhere.
We've got action in the ring. We've got action outside of the ring.
This referee has to take some control.
It's the Rad Boys. What do you expect? It's the Buffalo Boys. What do you expect? Oh, wait, he's blocking him. McCoy playing it smart and hooking that leg over that second rope, but it wasn't enough.
Wait a minute. Kennedy's got the boots. And the Buffalo Boys have stolen.
They grabbed his feet.
At the end of the day,
Buffalo Boys victorious, all because the referee just didn't see the feet grab.
no, as I was saying, at the end of the day, the performance of the Buffalo Boys is just going to be what makes that difference.
And with this victory, it's just soaring them up the rankings to a future shot at the APWF Tag Team Championships.
One way or another, results are what matter here. The Buffalo Boys victorious in our debut in Johnstown. NWA star Spencer Slade. That man right there will square off with Johnstown's own big-time Bill Collier. Will it be a storybook homecoming or a harsh reality check? We're going to find that out before we go off the air.
Pound for pound, Spencer Slade, one of the best wrestlers in independent wrestling today, newly signed by NWA. And I mean, the man the sky's is the limit. And look at the physique, the size of this individual. Spencer Slade has a target, and it's a huge target in big-time Bill Collier. And he made his presence known earlier when he, I'll say it, sucker punched Bill Collier as they were exchanging pleasantries, you could say.
Doherty, what you're going to see here is Bill Collier trying to defend the honor of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and he's going to run into the Adonis that is Spencer Slade.
Spencer Slade checks all the boxes. He is ultra talented, ultra powerful.
Check.
He is a young athlete in the prime of his career.
Check.
And he has already arrived on a national stage.
Check.
That's right. Fear the gear. But I know one person that doesn't fear the gear, and that's Johnstown, Pennsylvania's own big-time Bill Collier.
The front burner, big-time Bill Collier.
Now look, I can understand where Bill Collier's coming from here. There's something to be said to have pride for your hometown. Although I have no idea why you'd have pride for Johnstown, Pennsylvania. That being said, this is a terrible, terrible mistake. Trying to defend the honor of these people, and try to do it at the expense of Spencer Slade. This is just absurd.
It is personal and professional pride on the line here. Bill Collier, for about a decade and a half, was one of the best kept secrets in the Pittsburgh independent scene, but he is a secret no more. Over the past several years, Bill Collier has showed the wrestling world just who the hell he is. One of the absolute best unsigned talents on the independent circuit, and he is in our main event here tonight. You are going to see the APWF bring you the cream of the crop in professional wrestling. It's Spencer Slade and big-time Bill Collier one-on-one.
Oh, make no mistake, Bill Collier is a beast of a man, but I have no idea why you want to put yourself on the line for these Johnstown street urchins.
Come on, Declan, seriously? Give credit where credit's due. Bill Collier, multiple titles, multiple areas. And not taking anything away from Slade, multiple titles, multiple areas. These guys are no strangers to each other. Back and forth, battling all over the great location of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, I think that's exactly my point. These two are no strangers to each other, so why Collier would want to put himself in this position to try to defend the honor of Johnstown, Pennsylvania and their residents?
You never heard the saying, don't forget your roots?
Well, you're going to see some roots dug up here in a little bit when this match starts, and it's going to be Spencer Slade digging up some roots and eventually digging that hole about 6 feet for Bill Collier.
I take that as an insult, sir.
I'm not talking about burying you.
Professional wrestling personified. Two top-tier caliber athletes square off in the main event to find out just who is the best inside those ring ropes. We're going to find out if it's Bill Collier or Spencer Slade here tonight for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation.
These two about to lock it up here. Our main event tonight is going to be one to remember, one for the ages. History will be made inside the castle right here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. These two nose to nose, not liking each other, knowing what each other has to give. But again, who slips up first? Whoever makes the first mistake in this matchup is definitely going to be on the losing end. Collier is going to have to take everything into perspective when dealing with a dangerous person like Spencer Slade. And here they go.
Collar and elbow tie-up gets us started. These two so evenly matched. Collier with an experience advantage, but with how athletically gifted Spencer Slade is, I'd call this one even money.
Well, I think that's kind of the point, right? That, look, against any other opponent, Collier would probably definitely have the advantage, but Slade looks like he's chiseled out of granite, and the technical side that he has the ability to take on is just, I think Collier's in trouble.
We've used the term the cream of the crop here in the APWF. You are seeing the NWA star Spencer Slade and the current International Wrestling Cartel Heavyweight Champion Bill Collier square off in the center of the ring in the main event. High drama and high emotion as Bill Collier comes home to Johnstown.
You got to like that clean break that you just saw from Slade. Certainly you wouldn't have a problem with that, Doc.
I am watching probably one of the most pound for pound decisive matches of our time, and I'm talking about people. This is a travesty that both individuals in that ring are not signed to a major deal. A travesty. As right now,
big
Collier.
knockdown center ring. Collier trying to assert himself here early on.
That's the first thing that you've said tonight, Doherty, that you and I can agree with.
Up and over goes Slade. Collier does the same. Deep arm drag.
And this crowd is going bananas right now as Bill Collier getting the best of Slade on that one. But it's going to take a lot more than that to beat someone like Spencer Slade.
Exactly. These Johnstown buffoons think that that was something that's going to end this match, and this match hasn't even started yet.
As right now, Collier inviting in Slade. Slade wants a little bit of time to recollect and replan. You don't want to give him too much time, though, Jim, especially someone as dangerous as Spencer Slade.
Slade is as slick as they come. That's why some of the brightest minds in the professional wrestling industry today, including NWA owner Billy Corgan, offered Slade that contract. They know what a commodity Spencer Slade is, and that's why it's such a treat for us here at the APWF to be able to put this matchup together, able to get it signed. The APWF bringing you matches that you won't see anywhere else.
Only if you come to the event or if you sign on to IndyWrestling.us. As right now, Spencer Slade grabbed the hair a little bit of Collier and now takes him down with that headlock takeover.
Spencer's such a true pro, knowing that you get your opponent's shoulders on the canvas, that's where you can win the matchup. That's why that headlock takeover was so effective in that exchange.
And that's why so many people fear the gear, reasons like that.
Think about what you're seeing right here. A man the size of Bill Collier just being relegated to not being able to get up off the mat. That's how technically gifted Spencer Slade is.
Yes, I mean, when you say technically gifted, you could look at both of these individuals. As right now, Bill Collier has him up and just drops him. But again, Slade keeping on, keeping a hold of Bill Collier. Impressive maneuver by Spencer Slade. What a way to answer back. I mean, I thought Collier was going to drive him straight through the ring, but just wasn't enough.
Collier again working his way back up to a vertical base, finds a way to extricate himself, elevates Slade. Slade out the back door. Turnabout fair play here. Collier returns the favor.
And Slade retreats, but smart maneuver. You don't want to take a forearm from big-time Bill Collier.
What Slade is doing, and Deck, you can speak to this, Slade is slowing down Bill Collier, not allowing Bill Collier to build any momentum, any speed, and that's one of the Collier trademarks. Someone that big shouldn't be able to move as fast as he does.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Jimmy, that Collier has to be starting to get a little bit frustrated here because he can't get any momentum, any offense whatsoever, and that's a testament to Slade pretty much.
Yeah, he is just taking his time, though, getting in this ring. And, you know, Spencer Slade not only amazing just mat awareness, but also good with the mind games.
Absolutely. Spencer Slade is as cerebral as he is skilled, and that's what we were saying. You know, he's a five-tool player, checks all the boxes. He's as mentally sharp as he is physically.
Oh, shot to the midsection, and this is the intensity that we've talked about Slade possesses. Right now is Bill Collier in a little bit of trouble here. Sends him face first off that top turnbuckle. Are we going to go to all four corners? No, we are not. Spencer Slade getting ahead of himself there because Bill Collier has been in this business for over 20-some years, and he is just taking it to Spencer Slade right now.
And this is an example of how important momentum is because Collier put on the brakes, and he's rolling downhill here. Watches Slade across the ring.
My goodness, to toss a man the size of Slade like that, you know you have to have absolute power. And Bill Collier actually took a little bit out of himself with that headbutt. He knows he's going to have to send everything but the kitchen sink. And Slade with that drop kick.
Do you remember what I was telling you? A man that big shouldn't be able to move like that. Finds two.
There are going to be mistakes that you're going to see made here, though. And Collier, as you mentioned before, Doc, why he would try to go with the headbutt when he has so many other opportunities, so many other weapons, I think that might ultimately start to spell the difference in this match.
Right now I see a difference. That's Spencer Slade just placed on that top turnbuckle. You never see this.
Precarious position here.
And now Collier.
High risk and high stakes here in the main event.
Absolutely. Why would Collier put himself in this position?
Oh, wait a minute now. Slade fighting back here. Oh!
Oh, man, leverage maneuver, and Collier's head bounced off the canvas like a basketball.
My goodness, I mean.
Things turning on a dime, and that's what we've been talking about, gentlemen. Just one slip can make all the difference, and we've seen the momentum tilt back and forth, proving just how evenly matched these two are.
And this is where you're going to start to see the difference. The rugged tenacity, the Ronnie Garvin-like just breaking down of Bill Collier.
And right now he's just delivering those rights like Ronnie Garvin. Them fists of fury. My goodness, and he is just taking it to big time Bill Collier. Johnstown, Pennsylvania is getting a little quiet here.
I have to be honest, I didn't expect Slade to really have this much of an influence over Collier. I'm surprised that it's not a little bit more even. But Collier really hasn't been able to do too much since this match has gotten started. I did not anticipate that.
Right now, Collier trying to fight his way out of the basement, you could say, as he's still delivering those punches to the solar plexus of Spencer Slade. But Spencer Slade, again, taking that momentum away with that back elbow.
And that shows you how important something as simplistic as footwork can make such a huge difference, because when you're dealing with athletes of this caliber, it's literally a game of inches. Spencer Slade got there first, lowered the boom on Collier.
You got to wonder, actually, at what point does Collier decide, you know what, the honor of the people of Johnstown, Pennsylvania isn't worth it?
No, as right now he is choking him with that foot. He has till the count of 5. He took it to almost the limit there. My goodness.
Well, of course he would. He's a perfect human being.
Perfect.
I said what I said.
Jim, handle this, please.
Johnstown trying to rally behind Collier. Collier's friends, Collier's family, Collier's neighbors are in attendance here, but Slade looking to shut it down one more time. Textbook, absolutely picture-perfect neck breaker.
And Collier really, again, can't have any momentum.
Nice elevation, extra elevation for extra impact here. Hooks that leg. Collier escapes.
That was almost a 3 count. I mean, the referee was going down for the 3. Bill Collier just in the nick of time. And I mean, when you saw that elbow, you know, you talked about the elevation, you talked about the jump of Spencer Slade, but my goodness, those elbows could cut you just one time, and that one went right across the brow of Bill Collier. I'm surprised he's not bleeding.
Any part of this man's body, as I said before, it looks like the man is chiseled out of granite. Any part of this man's body could cut you.
Speaking of being chiseled from granite, I mean, I have to say both of these individuals look this way. And right now, Spencer Slade with that sidewalk slam, 2, only a 2 count.
After we see that near fall, I'm gonna ask the question, and the answer is pretty simple. How many people in the world of professional wrestling could muscle around Bill Collier like that? Answer, not too damn many, but Spencer Slade is one of them.
That's right, and now he is just circling his prey, trying to find the weakness, trying to find the spot that can keep Bill Collier down for 3 seconds. 3 seconds is what Spencer Slade needs, or a tap out to win this matchup. But right now, he is just delivering those rights, and he is taking it to Johnstown's own Bill Collier.
That's what I was saying before. Like, I knew that this was going to be something that was an even match, but it is really striking to see how much control Spencer Slade has.
Lateral press. 2.5. Continue, Doug.
How much control Spencer Slade has over the mammoth Bill Collier. It was a mistake at the beginning to get involved in this match, simply because the people of Johnstown aren't worth the time that Bill Collier is giving. But I'll tell you what, Spencer Slade is dominating right now.
That's right, and Bill Collier is slow to get up. He's asking for more. How can you ask for more, Bill? Damn it.
Why do you ask for more, Bill?
You know, he could be fueling up. Oh, no. We've seen this
It's a lot of
before.
professional and personal pride. That's what Bill Collier has.
But there is no quitting Bill Collier, and we are seeing that here tonight as Spencer Slade is doing everything in his power. But is it enough? And wait a minute! Power slam by Collier!
What explosive offense from Collier.
Collier bouncing back from a barrage of violence, courtesy of Spencer Slade. But is it enough? Is it enough for that 3 count?
Well, Collier better capitalize on this quick, because I'll tell you what, that's the first offensive maneuvering that I've seen in this match on his part. Better take advantage of that quick.
That's right, referee, and Spencer Slade is the first to his feet, and Collier with a clothesline. He is just exploding right now. Oh,
Interception here.
Fallaway slam and a beauty.
Spencer Slade gets absolutely launched.
Could this be what Collier needs? Look at that, to his feet.
And Collier is cooking in Johnstown.
A big splash by Collier. Welcome to big time.
Hooks that leg. No.
Almost a 3 count. Collier delivering a Johnstown Claymore, but it just wasn't enough.
I hadn't thought about this, but can you imagine the disappointment in the crowd of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, if and when Bill Collier actually does lose this match? It's going to crush these people's dreams.
Quite a prediction there, Finnegan. I hope you're ready. That's a bold move there, Cotton, but I don't know if it's enough. Has him up. Oh, he's going for that TKO, which he is known for.
Look out. Slade hangs on. He's latched on like a pit bull, and no matter how big Collier is, he's going for a ride here.
Returns the favor.
And you can see that nobody is home in the eyes of Spencer Slade. He's on Dream Street.
Both these individuals have just taken so much out of him. But my God, another one by Collier.
Slade got folded up like an accordion that time.
Is it enough though, Jim? Is it enough? Can Collier bounce back? Oh!
I have no idea what the infatuation that Bill Collier has for these people of Johnstown. He wasted.
Oh man, Collier's body racks against the buckles. Absolutely nasty impact that time.
It started with him wasting the time, pandering to these people of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and look at how the tide has turned.
Collier gets his energy from the crowd. We know this. Spencer Slade, though, has it.
Oh my God, he knocked his head off. How the hell did he kick out?
His teeth are in the 3rd row. Spencer Slade lost some teeth on that one.
That was pretty impressive, pretty aggressive. But again, if Bill Collier cannot capitalize.
I have been in this wrestling business for 16 years. This is one of the damnedest main events I've ever seen. You are seeing 2 top-tier athletes give you everything they have.
Right now, both of them slow to get up. Collier actually to his feet first. That took a lot out of Slade. Collier setting him up for something here. Comes in. Oh, he's going for that spear, but no. Slade turns it. Wait. Oh, has the ankle.
Slade has it locked in.
This could be it. Could we see Bill Collier tap in his own hometown?
It's not worth it, Collier. It's not worth it for these people.
Collier-
Just give it up.
Collier's on an island. He's got nowhere to go.
Slade is just, he has that thing bent almost at halfway. Oh no! Collier has him!
Crossface.
Could it be enough? Could we see Slade actually tap, which is a very rare thing in this sport?
And again, Slade back to the ankle, latches on like a pit bull, twisting and contorting the ankle.
The technical ability of Spencer Slade is just so impressive. To put a
Slade-
man like Bill Collier in a position like this over and over and over again.
Well, wait a minute. Bill sends him in. Sends him right that second turnbuckle. Slade's a little woozy after that one. Bill back up
Collier's
though.
hurt. Collier favoring that ankle.
Oh, he was going for something there, but oh, and has him back in that cross face. Collier now stretching the living hell out of Slade. Slade needs to get to the ropes, so he's going to be bye-bye. He can even pass out from this. Wait!
Shoulders down.
Smart move by Slade, trying to get the pinfall, but this wasn't enough. Has him up.
Death Valley driver.
Slade kicked out.
How did he do it?
Every time you think Spencer Slade's in trouble, something happens where he comes from underneath. Something happens. He digs down deep for that technical wrestling style, and he finds some sort of counter, some sort of offense to be able to put Collier in a different position.
This crowd getting behind Bill Collier here as the referee is at the count of 5.
After a hellacious main event so far, we are at a virtual stalemate. The first man at their feet could have a definitive advantage in the conclusion of this contest.
Big right hand by both Slade and Collier.
And it's fisticuffs time. Who wants it more? Who wants to prove they are?
Jim, both of these individuals could barely stand at this point. They're doing everything they can. Oh, has him! Wait, rolls him up though. Slade turns the tables. Only a 2 count.
Lariat misses. Slade does not. Ran through Collier.
Is it enough though? Slade has him up. Brain buster!
No!
He kicked out. Spencer Slade just drove Collier straight into the canvas. I thought that was it. That was 1, 2, 3. Slade is just fired up. He's just frustrated. He doesn't know what to do to defeat this anomaly, which is known as Bill Collier.
Bill Collier will not be denied in his hometown.
Both of these men seem like they're at their wits' ends, running out of ideas to try to put the other man away.
Oh my God, Collier kicks out again.
To your point, Deck, Spencer Slade visibly frustrated.
Well, of course you'd be frustrated. This man's tried everything.
What is it going to take to find a winner in our main event?
And now Spencer Slade just slowly going to that second rope. Bill Collier still not on his feet. Collier has his back there. I don't think he knows where Slade is right now.
Unfamiliar territory for Slade.
Oh my God. Ah! Could be it right there.
Collier hooks the leg. No.
Slade kicks out. My God.
Physical exhaustion does not begin to describe what we're seeing here. These two athletes are reaching into their souls to give what they have in this main event confrontation.
I have no idea how either one of these men have much left in the tank.
I don't know how they're even walking at this point. I mean, both of these individuals have tried to basically kill each other with what they've put each other through this matchup. And Spencer Slade now, again, put on that top rope. Again, we don't see this often when it comes to Slade. Slade, though, doing everything in his power not to go anywhere. But Collier now just weakening him. Just a barrage of punches, chops, whatever he can to try and weaken this monster,
And
which
I
is
think-
Spencer Slade.
And I think this is where you're going to see Collier running out of ideas. This is a mistake on Collier's part. Why would you put yourself in this situation? This is bad news. And
Oh, man, that's why it's high risk. Slade almost got hung up, but it's Collier that is caught. It's Collier that is caught.
that's it.
No! Unbelievable.
I can't believe what I just seen. Bill Collier was powerbombed to the third level of hell and made it back to Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
I don't know how this match really ends. They can wrestle forever.
And I don't think this crowd here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania would mind that, Declan, because this is a match for the ages. You know, you talk about matches that are most searched on IndyWrestling.us. This one is definitely going to be one of them. They are going to be talking about this.
These men
Years
are
to
searching
come.
now, trying to find something that makes the difference.
Oh, wait a minute. Has Collier up. Look at the strength of Spencer Slade.
What in
Oh
the
my
world
God,
is Slade
no way.
going for?
Oh, no.
That's a huge man. That,
Spear!
oh my God.
He cut Slade in half.
Oh my God. And Slade's still up. Oh my God.
Forearm to the other
Knockout! Knockout! He got it!
I can't believe this. No.
Bill Collier victorious here tonight in his own hometown of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. This crowd is electric.
After one of the damnedest main events I've ever seen, we have witnessed an independent classic. Bill Collier scores the pinfall after an absolute war of attrition.
You know, Bill Collier, give credit where credit's due. He put his heart and soul into this match. I just don't know why he did it for the people of Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, stop it, Declan. The bottom line is this. Bill Collier was put to hell and back, especially against someone who I'm not going to take anything away, Spencer Slade. This is matches like this that prove that APWF Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs, and both of those individuals should be 1 and 2 when it comes for that list.
Gentlemen, we're running out of time. So for Declan Finnegan, for Doc Doherty, my name's Jim Amato. You have just witnessed a Steel City Classic. This is the APWF on the Indy Wrestling Network. We'll see you October 26th back here at the Castle.
For mercy, you're all alone, unable to handle the pressure of forced mortification. Now let the torture begin.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media,
And I'm the Riz.
and
Thank
you know,
very much.
Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
that's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.